Okay, yep, there we go. How is everybody doing? Oops, hold on. We gotta do something real quick in our streaming software. I go down to game capture, switch it to there, so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I do something else too. Forgot to do something here. I forgot to turn on Trucky. I mean, it's not a 100% necessity, but I've been using it for so long, I'm kind of lost without it. There we go. Okay. Oh, awesome. Let's get back in the cab. Hear a little bit less stuff going on. Oh, I see. There's the gate. Let's see. Ow. Crap. Oh, wow. One, two. There we go. Okay, freight market. We are in Clinton, Oklahoma. And no, I have not started that yet. Oops. Hold on. Let's do something else here. Let's do that. Do host. And on Tuesday, we will be doing modded again. And on Tuesday's stream should look a little bit better than today's stream. At least game-wise, anyways. I don't know about. I don't think I'll ever look any better on stream. So. Okay. Waste paper. Yeah, of course it's gonna be waste paper. Once you call it like that, it's all gonna be garbage. Because it's all gonna be exposed to weather, so it's all gonna be sopping wet. Let's go someplace we haven't been in a while. I haven't been to St. George, Utah in a really long time. So, are we picking it up here? Oops. Oh, we don't have very much fuel either. Parking brake is engaged, which it shouldn't be. Okay, so basically we want to basically, we want to pick up our load here. Scaffolding. Where is our scaffolding? It is on the other side of the building. So how is everybody doing? I'm sitting here. I can say everybody's sitting now. And today we're playing unmodded. Yes. Most of the time we play modded games. Saturdays we play unmodded. And we do stream on Thursdays. It's Thanksgiving. I know we didn't make up that day of streaming. I've never seen scaffolding that looks like this before, but whatever. Gotta get over this way a little bit better. And once we get to the stop sign, I'm going to. Hey, Shofu, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, today we're playing some unmodded ATS, even though this is our truck today. Yeah. This is unmodded, so if anybody wants to join, they don't need any type of mods. Convoy is enabled. Easiest way to tell if we are modding or unmodded is unmodded we always use stock trucks, and modded we almost always use cab overs. Modded is this is our I am in. Okay, no problem. I don't know exactly what honestly, I can always cancel this job if it's a job you can't do, but of course you don't have to do the exact job I'm doing. There you go. I am in Oklahoma right now, so I don't know if I don't remember exactly what jobs you said, what states you said you had, but of course, I mean, oops, come on. There, I'll just do it that way. Cause I'm going to Utah. Actually, it looks like the area that we're dropping off actually isn't even in Utah. Says it is, but the actual flag is actually in. That's weird. The flag is actually in Arizona. Huh? That is so weird. There we go. Okay, I have 9% damage to my truck right now. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the repair shop. Don't need anything today. Anything special today to join in. All you need is the game. Going to do one other thing before I forget. Of course, you also need whatever DLCs you have, because wow, we put 179 gallons in. Actually, this truck only has 260 gallon tank. Let's see what we got here. Okay, pick up, service. 296,000. We're not gonna worry about that. Oops. Gotta put my truck in park. There. Didn't realize we had so much extra money this time. Wow. We are getting very close to our okay. Next Tuesday is gonna be this coming Tuesday, excuse me, it's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna be going from a 1660 Super to a 9060 XT16. It should already be set up. Yep, see, it's all set up. It's CT Man 1975. Should be anyways. Oh, the room ID? There's the session ID number right there if you need it. Right here where the cursor's pointing. Oh, the webcam's blocking it. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. Whoops. Come on. Where? It should be unlocked. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah. Right There. I know, it's a... Okay. What the... Oh. What the heck is going on here? Did my camera get bigger or something? It must have. There we go. What the heck? Okay. That is so weird. It's supposed to be like that. Whatever. Hold on a second here. Where's my tip? Where's the hype cup? There it is. Okay, hold on. Webcam, lock that. Get that back up there. Oop, hold on. I think I know what's going on here. Okay. Camera. No. Okay, whatever. There we go. All set up now. There we go. Oh, parking brake is engaged. We've already burned through 2 gallons of fuel. This truck doesn't even have 5,000 miles on it. Okay. Didn't notice if you... There we go. Ooh, man. Oh, and on the 4th of next month, which is December, this right here will be, it will say Louisiana in it. And, because this is being released on the 4th of next month, which is what, next Thursday? Yeah, next Thursday, the Louisiana will be released. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford to get it, but what the heck is going on? Why did this? Why? For some reason, my tablet got kicked out of Twitch. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're in LA. Okay. So what DLCs do you have, or should I say which ones do you not have? I should say actually, because that way, because I have all the current DLCs that are, well, excuse me, state DLCs anyways that are open. Okay, you just went to Clovis. Okay. Okay, I'm in Oklahoma right now. I don't know if you have that or not, but because I can always cancel this job and switch to a different one. It's not a big deal. It is the nearest one to you. Okay, that's the nearest one you have to me. Okay, hold on. So oh, I'm doing a good job. I'm irritating the AI. Okay, so let's do this. Oops, hold on. F7. Oops, no, we want F6. Enter. I'm gonna cancel this job. I will fast travel to you, and we'll start from there. Navigation, quick travel. There. $597. Woo-wee. Okay. Gee. There you go. Oh. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, you got an international. Or Freightliner, excuse me. Nice truck, though. Yeah. I have the Kenworth T680 100th Anniversary Edition. The only thing that... Okay, so... How about we can do this. If you want to pick a job, we can do that one, and then that way we're not doing any jobs that you can't do. The only thing I have to do when you pick a job is I go into Convoy, go into active Convoy, and I can just click on the job that you pick and just click take it. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff down there. Because that way we're not doing any jobs that you can't do, and maybe we'll get some other people that want to join too. I have no job. Yeah, I know. Go into freight. Click on Clovis. And then, if you want, we can do one to Oxnard, because since you were in LA, you definitely have California. Of course, if you have the game, you have California. So I mean, so the states that you get when you buy the game is you get Arizona, California, and Nevada. All the rest of it is DLC. Of course, your CB is not working. Oops. Oops, hold on. Whoops, wrong one. There. Any better? If you
Hello?
I can hear you just fine.
I was wondering, the special, I'm not sure if you can.
You can't do special transport jobs in Convoy. I know it would be nice if you could, but you can't. Oops. Okay, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Yeah, that's the only thing that you can't. The only thing you can't do is special transport. I mean, it'd be nice. Okay, so. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry. So, if you looked at the, obviously you've looked at the jobs, but also to do special transport jobs, you have to have the special transport DLC. So.
But if it's not, I already picked a job though.
Okay, so if you pick a job, you go pick it up. Basically I follow you to your job, and then when we get there, I click on your name in the Convoy map, and I click take job, and since neither of us have a trailer, I just pick my own truck, and then it tells me where the job is, and then I go pick it up, and we go to wherever.
I got it.
Okay. It's basically the same way as you would do it if I was picking the job. Oops. I know. It's a. I must have pretty high ping right now. He's rubber banding.
Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
You're lagging.
Yeah, your ping is probably kind of high, so you're rubber banding on my screen.
Like really?
I mean, it's not that bad, but ooh. Usually when Haiwan and I convoy, I usually stay a good bit behind him because he's from the UK and I'm from the US, so therefore his ping is usually in the 90s to maybe over 100. So. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Maybe when we get to the
traffic jam.
Yep. Yeah, let's see. I want to see something here. Wow. Yeah, that's why he's.
Stream it.
That's why he's Rubber banding, okay. Okay.
Back out.
Oh, yay. What the heck is going on up here? No, you don't. All you have to do is back up. You can go around people. I don't know. When you run into people, if you usually when you back up, they back up too, because
The guy in front of me just keeps backing up, and
when you back up after you run into somebody, if you back up, they back up to get their stuff correct, and then they pull forward after they've corrected everything. It's just the way the game is. I don't know exactly why, but that's the way it is. Oh, you're gonna find out a heck of a lot of stuff with the NPCs in this game. They drive aggressively sometimes, and other times they drive really scared. Okay, so man, I think the only way we're gonna get around this is if you go out around him, go around the guy in the turn lane and go around him that way. There's no, as far as I can see, there's no traffic light here, so you're not gonna run any red lights.
Headlights on.
Oh well. Wrong way violation, whatever. Okay, whatever.
Why are all there?
Oh man.
They just...
Oh man. There's some things in this game that you just have to experience for yourself and make up your own mind, because there's some things that in this game that don't make any sense, but because like why the NPCs stop at a green light before they go. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I should be able to. Just clicked on the job to say that he's here. Okay. Take same job. Yes. Okay. What the heck? I don't want to cancel it. I want... No, not that. Hold on. GPS, there we go. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Most places you go alongside, a little bit closer to the building than you do in this one, but whatever. is like the only place that has a lot of extra roads before you pick up your load. Let's see. Oop. Okay. Clovis, New Mexico. Okay, so we still got fairly short hours, no big deal. There we go. Just doing a whole bunch of cars. Some people prefer to do shorter jobs anyways. I just did that. Are you on a Wi-Fi network, or are you plugged in to the back of your router? I mean,
I am plugged in.
okay. Okay. Just wondering because your ping is over 200, that's all.
Side of the world.
Yeah. Okay. I literally played with a guy who was in the United States, and his ping was over 1200. Of course, that was also Trucker's MP also. Okay. Not too bad. I mean, at least you're when you're rubber banding, you're not like rubber banding too badly.
Not lagging from my POV, but I'm watching our and can see myself really lagging.
Yeah. Hey. Are you watching the stream on your computer and gaming at the same time?
On my second computer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you're watching the stream on and gaming on the same computer, then yeah, that would probably cause quite a bit. Okay, this guy.
Done this. It's just I'm really far away from. That's why it's. I gotta stop.
Okay. Not too bad. If we were playing SnowRunner, it'd probably be even worse. I'll take it. Okay, whatever.
Try snow. I have no idea.
Whoop. Uh-oh.
Using control is much. You don't have to wait for me. You can go. Matter of fact, it's probably better if you're a little bit ahead of me, so when you rubber band, I don't run into you. Basically what it's called when somebody lags and their vehicle comes back at you and then it goes forward. They use the term rubber banding because that's what it looks like. It looks like somebody being shot with a rubber band. I'm actually like 2 cars behind you. Oh, man, that car doesn't like it. You must not be going fast enough for that car. I'm not worried about it. Oh, of course. Yeah, that car did the same thing that they always do. They went to go out around you, and then probably a car coming the other direction and they didn't see, so they had to stop. That is so I mean, yes, you will probably see that sometimes, but not very often. Not as much as you see it in this game. Also, if you don't have your cruise control bound to your wheel, it's C on your keyboard. So that you can push your truck to do the speed limit. And that white car is irritated. It doesn't like it, the fact that I'm not doing 65. when I use mods, I use a mod for better type of drivers, and so that they aren't so aggressive. But I don't know how much the mod uses of your RAM or whatever. There was literally one time when I was playing with Haiwan, and I don't remember who. Oh, that's right. It was oh, it was Enlighten. It was me, Enlighten, and Haiwan, and Haiwan's truck curled up like a boot and literally kicked Enlighten's truck like it was a football. She just couldn't stop laughing. Enlighten is from Canada, Haiwan's from the UK, and I'm from the US, so it's like, damn. It's like, okay. And that's basically what happens when you... But the thing is, if we were playing on a dedicated server, yes, you would probably have a little bit of lag, but it wouldn't be as bad because you would be probably closer to... You might be closer to the server or further. I don't know, actually. Because the SCS has a thing where you can rent dedicated servers on a website called gportal.com. Gportal has servers for like farming and 7 days. I think they have it for 7 days to die, and they have a whole bunch of different servers set up. And I could rent an 8-person server thing for like, I think it's like $30 for 90 days. And all I have to do is put all the stuff in that I want to use, and you would go into your game like you would with to find a convoy, and the only thing you would do is you would pick dedicated servers rather than a hosted server, and then you would look for the name of the server, because all the hard work would be done on their end. And as long as we didn't use any mods on the server, you wouldn't have to have anything installed except for the game. If I could get enough people to that follow the stream that also had a game called Wreckfest, I could get a server for that too. Because Wreckfest, you don't have to worry about running into somebody. Matter of fact, that's the object, is to run into somebody. You're basically playing Demolition Derby while you're racing. Normally in NASCAR they say rubbing is racing. Well, extreme version of rubbing. Okay, so we have 575 miles to go. No big deal. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's 35 through here anyways. I didn't know that. What is this car doing? That car was in between lanes and just stopped.
Cars around me. Be careful.
One thing that you're gonna get a lot in this game is you're gonna get a lot of traffic sometimes. But I mean, okay. Oh, it's 75 through here at this point. I think one of the things that's going to cause your game to lag even more, I think, is the more traffic you get around you. I think the more your game's going to lag.
Cause like the cars around me are hell. Like yeah, I gotta be careful.
Okay, well, okay.
I have no idea why it brake stop.
Go ahead.
My game is bro keeps pressing the brake stop.
Oh, I bet you I know why. Do you have your did you set up your pedals before you started playing the game?
I mean, it never happened before.
Well, in the game sometimes it will set up it will set the brake pedal and the gas pedal to be the same pedal.
Oh well, that's the thing though. I'm not pressing the brake on my pedals.
I know, but if the game sets up your gas and your brake as the same pedal, when you let off on it, it automatically applies the brakes.
Let me check. I'll just stop real.
It's kind of like a riding lawnmower. A riding lawnmower has it, so if you let off the gas, it automatically stops. I gotta put my parking Oh, I know what else it could be too. Hold on, let me see what the setting is. There's also a setting in your settings that automatically applies the brakes when you get too close to the car in front of you. Where is it? No, not that. Adaptive cruise, where is it? No. No. Automatic engine brake, no. No. Where is it?
Play or oh, never.
There's a setting in your settings. It's called emergency brake system. If you, I think if you let off on your thing, it'll automatically do that. I'm not sure about that one. I have it disabled. That's all I know.
Is it on the?
Okay. Oh, come on. Where is it? Controls. There we go. Whoop. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you want. Because if you have your if you click on actually hold on. If you don't if you don't click on your if you don't set up your pedals in your game, it won't it will leave them so that they're both that your accelerator and your brake are the same pedal. Good. I don't know why it does that, but it will. I don't know why, but
I put it on 0.
yeah, but okay. So I don't know if you can see my screen, see the stream on.
Copied your setting.
Okay. Yeah, but do you have the does it say joy wheel access, and where it says accelerator access, does it say joy accelerator, and then brake access, it says joy brake? Because if you're, cause I have my the only reason why I have mine set up so I have 0 dead zone, because it makes it so that when you hit the brake, your truck immediately starts braking instead of having like a delay when you hit the brakes. Because that's basically what a dead zone is. It's a delay. Okay. That's right. I don't have. No, I don't have those. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I had the parking brake turned on. Yeah. So if you have. Okay, I don't know. Man. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has noticed when you watch a stream how the number goes up and down and up and down, because Twitch has kind of adjusted their viewer guidelines to meet up sort of with like YouTube's guidelines, because YouTube, if you don't type, you're not counted. If you're not typing in chat for like how much ever time they pick, then you're not counted as a viewer. Like your name is not in chat or anything. Of course,
This guy just teleported, rear-ended me.
yeah, it's part of it's part of the lag that you're seeing. If you lag bad enough, people teleport and stuff. There. Oops, it's 65 through here. I didn't know that. Okay. So since we have we're using our CBs, we're not worrying as much about talking. No, or excuse me, him not seeing what's going on the stream. Because a commercial break just came on. For anybody who isn't gaming right now, but is trying to watch the stream, well, you probably more likely you can't see it anyways. But I'll wait until people get back from commercial break. We seem to be traveling kind of a little more smoothly now. Woo. Of course, now that I said it. Never fails. You think something and it. But yeah, well, part of it is because I'm getting closer. Usually when Haiwan and I play Convoy, he's usually way ahead of me. But that's because him and I have the same kind of setup. But whatever. Also, there's sometimes where he goes a completely different way than I go, because either his game tells him a different way to go, or I go the wrong way. One of the two. Okay, so on Tuesday, hopefully everything will be everything that is supposed to be arriving on Monday will get here soon enough on Monday that I can set everything up and not have any problems, because not only am I changing out my GPU on Monday, I have to do this thing before I change out my GPU. It's called DDU, or Display Driver Uninstaller, because I'm going from NVIDIA to AMD. because I currently have a 1660 Super in my computer, and I'm going from a 1660 Super to a 9060 16 gig. And oops, where are my there's my wipers. Man, if his game was having problems before, it'd probably make it even worse with the rain. Wow. I've used almost 70 gallons of fuel already. The reason why I've used so much fuel is because I have realistic fuel consumption turned on. You don't have to, but some people think. Some people, if you watch some of their videos, will say, I have the most realistic setup, and one of the things that they have set up is the realistic fuel consumption. But I mean, there was one time I was watching a stream, and there was like, I think it was like 4 or 5 people convoying together, and oh well, that's my fault, not anybody else's. I just rear-ended the person in front of me.
Why did they stop?
I have no idea why they stop in front of you for no reason. It literally makes no sense, but that's. There are some things in this game that make no realistic sense.
Probably just speed causing.
I don't know. I was nowhere near you when that car just stopped, and I rear-ended it. I don't know. Who knows?
Probably
It could,
lagging.
it could be. I don't know, but okay, it's not raining anymore. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of lag in our gameplay, but it's alright. Because there was a trailer, just a trailer that teleported away. Like, wow, man. Just need ourselves a time machine now. Okay. Yeah. Man. I think once you build up your driver so that your driver's a 10.0 and you get all your settings straightened out, you'll be able to do nice long jobs and hopefully not have too many problems with it. And for anybody else who maybe may play the game. It might be if you're new to the game, or if you're just having problems with your settings. I have a video on my YouTube channel that I go through all my settings and button layout and all that type of stuff. I mean, the button layout and the settings are all personal preference, but like I say in the video, my settings are basically like a jumping off point. Nothing. You don't have to use the exact same settings that I do. I have a PlayStation compatible wheel, so my wheel is compatible with PS4, PS5, I think it is, and PC. And so the label on the buttons is different, but the buttons themselves are the same. Just the labeling basically on the buttons is different. Oh, and of course the programming inside of it, so that it's compatible with Xbox, but other than that, it's not that much different. Just the compatibility type of stuff. Also, if you're using a completely different, I don't know, but cause I use triangle for my hazards. I use circle for my beacons, X for my headlights, and square for my high beams. The only reason why I use triangle for my oh, he's up there further, never mind. For my hazards or my four-way flashers or whatever you want to call it, is because triangle a lot of times is the symbol on the button you use for your four-ways in your car. So I figured that it made sense. And I use a circle for my beacons, even though I don't have any on this truck. But because there's some trucks in this game that don't look, or they don't do the beacons properly. They put them like way up by the driver's compartment, and it looks stupid. That's why when I play modded, I have like a light bar on my truck, and sometimes I'll put the beacons on the light bar instead of having lights all the way across it. It makes it look better.
I pass it.
You were supposed to go in for a way station? Oh well. The way station.
I was about to, but I drove past it.
Okay, well, if you don't get a red light calling you in for the way station, you don't have to worry about it. But because if you get called in to be weighed and you don't go in, it's a $700 fine.
Get a red light.
Oh well. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, if you want, until you get used to playing the game, you can actually turn stuff like that off, and then once you get used to it, you can turn them back on if you want. I'm gonna stay over here for a little bit. 'Cause I'm...
1, 2, lead.
I don't know what
talking about.
I'm glad they got triple axle trailers, though. I like them. Man. Whoa. Wow. Wonder what. Oops, I can't. Okay, he's pulling over. Oh. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna pull over for a second. Let's look at menu. Okay, his ping's not really that much higher than it was before, so. Whoops, don't need that. I don't know why they're. Why are they stopped? What the heck is going on with these people? There's not a red light here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why they're stopped. There's no reason for them to be stopped.
Wait.
Because a lot of times AI or NPC or whatever the heck you want to call them they'll stop because there's a car sticking out. Like, even if it's just like a quarter of an inch into your lane, the car will stop, and it will just sit there until that car moves. Rather than going around it, it will just sit there. And it is so irritating when cars do that.
Why I have like better.
Yeah, even his CB is cutting out. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So, I mean, you can go around them. There's nothing stopping you, nothing stopping people from going around them. You don't have to stay behind traffic. You can go around it, and the game, let's just say, assuming that car that is.
I gotta take a quick stop and rest.
Okay.
The driver's bedtime is red.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
So, did you pull into a rest stop? That's the only place that you can rest properly in the game. They will not allow you to just pull over on the side of the road and rest. You have to pull into a rest stop to do it.
I gotta find an area where I can.
See see, the reason why it's done that in game is because it's the law. Because you're not supposed to do like drivers do a lot of times, where they just pull over on the side of the road and rest. You're not supposed to do that in real life, but they do it anyways.
I know, right?
Hey, honestly, I'd rather have a driver pull over on the side of the road, rest, than try to make it maybe 100 miles and crash. I don't know about you, but reality is sometimes more important than the law. if the next rest stop isn't for 100 miles, and he's falling asleep at the wheel, I'd rather have him pull over and not make it to the rest stop than make it to the rest stop, or not make it anywhere at all, except for maybe a body bag. Not exactly
Because, like, I saw truckers on America, they pull over on the side of the road. And you can do that on ATS. So I was wondering if that's illegal.
well, they're not supposed to do it, but you're not going to see too many state troopers give you a ticket for it, but because they're thinking more logically. Also, another reason why truckers pull over on the side of the road is because they don't want to pay the fee to park in some of these truck stops that are actual full service truck stops, rather than just like the rest areas that are on the side of the road.
We got a ticket. I mean, it's not.
Okay, so you got it. Would you get a ticket for not sleeping? Because you get a $200 fine if you don't sleep.
Better.
Like you get a $700 fine if you don't get weighed. You get a $200 fine if you don't sleep. Of course, I have my.
That's a $200 fine. You're trying to prevent accidents.
Yeah, if you leave your fatigue turned on and your fines turned on, you get lots of different fines. But if you turn your guy's fatigue off, you'll never. I mean, you can like be like your guy's like superhuman or whatever, and not have to worry about sleeping. But if you leave the rest of your infractions turned on, you'll get a ticket for like speeding and running red lights and all that type of stuff. But you won't have to worry about sleeping. There's a rest stop off this exit that I'm getting off of right now. Hey, there's a train coming too. Let's see, where's camera angle 2? Where's our train? Here it is. Okay, he's right. It stops here. Whoop. Okay. Oh, it's an Amtrak. Awesome. Whoops. Yeah, everything's a little funky right now, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go straight up here. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, what the hell?
Okay. That box truck up here just went flying through the air.
Saw it. I saw it.
Okay. Oh, it's an international dealership. Awesome. I don't know if you've discovered this dealership up here yet, but you get to do it if you haven't. these parking spots are gonna be funky to get into, but whatever. There. I don't know if should be able to pull in here. I don't know if it'll allow. Since I have mine turned off, it doesn't show me anything. Okay, so were you able to sleep there? I guess it's probably not.
This is a no collision zone, right?
I do not know. It might be, but I don't know. If it isn't, you got plenty of room behind you to back up, so. If you back up into the other side of the lot, and then you pull out that way, or maybe you might be able to go around the building. I don't know. It looks like you can go around the building if you want. Here, we'll do this. Okay, well there's the thing to stop the engine for me, but let's see if I can do this. There. Whoop. I just damaged my trailer. Oh well. That's alright. I'm not worried about it. It's not my trailer anyways. See the...
Can't, like, my activate.
You're sleep... It's not allowing you to sleep there?
It's not.
That's weird.
Wait. I tried to go around the building like you told. Okay, so it's already here. It's already here.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta be in the right spot that they want you to be in.
It's all good now.
By the way, if you damage your trailer, it doesn't matter. If you damage the stuff that's in the trailer, then they worry about it. Because I've actually damaged my the trailers that they gave you pretty bad, and still gotten full pay for my load. This is...
I'm the one who's damaged. I kinda been to. I thought I'm the one.
Okay, there's a car on our side of the road going the wrong way in front of me. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's one way to do a Yui. Man. It almost looks like somebody is reaching their hand down and physically grabbing things and turning them around. Oops. I didn't realize you're supposed to go this way. It's like, okay. Also, some of the things in ATS are kind of they're kind of different compared to what they are sometimes in the US, because the company that makes the game is actually from the Czech Republic. I went the wrong. I pulled that way too far.
Saying the places here are not accurate.
They are. Well,
America?
well, thing is, the roads are accurate, but the names of the companies are not accurate because they don't have licensing to.
Oh, I got it. Like the accurate.
Yeah.
We suck.
Well, because they only charge you like $20 for the game. They probably have to charge you like $50 or $60, or maybe even more than that, if you wanted all of the company names to be accurate, because they'd have to have licensing for all that stuff, and that's what we probably charge you an arm and a leg for it. Even though they are working on getting licensing for Ford and Dodge cars and trucks to be in the game, and actually have their visible names and everything on it.
They don't have license for it, or they do?
Well,
getting it.
They're in the process of getting it, I think, because they have announced the DLCs for them, but they don't. It's not active yet.
Yeah, the cars though, yeah. That.
Cause that.
I'm waiting for it though.
Cause I mean, they already have a lot of truck brands in the game, so now they're working on getting the other stuff. And actually in ETS2 they're actually working on getting well, they call them coaches, but people over here in America call them buses, but they call them coaches, so that's what they're working on over in ETS2. Yeah, if they get buses in ETS2, they're gonna put the people from Bus Simulator out of business. I don't know. Let's see where. Well, I mean, it's getting to be a more true simulator. Because I mean, they have they're working on right now. They're working on Illinois, South Dakota, and British Columbia. So the people who are using mods right now to go up into Canada before too long won't need that mod, because they'll actually have Canada built into the game.
So they're Canada yet, right?
Yeah, they're right now they're working on British Columbia, which is the west coast of Canada.
Canada.
Because the CEO of SCS Software said that it's called American Truck Simulator, not United States Truck Simulator or US Truck Simulator. So he's trying to get as much of America as he can, but they've said that they're not going to do Alaska and Hawaii well, I guess they could if they wanted to once they get British Columbia, but who knows.
I don't think truckers, like, there's no truckers in Hawaii, is there?
I think almost all of their stuff comes via cargo ships and stuff, but I don't know what type of trucks they use over in Hawaii, but I think all their stuff is like smaller trucks. I mean, if you use the drivable AI vehicles, you can actually drive like box trucks and stuff around in the game, but it's honestly not that great because the gauges on the inside of your truck are all just like pictures of gauges. They're not actually working gauges.
That mod, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it's a workshop mod, so I mean, it's not like gonna be that great. A lot of workshop mods aren't particularly great because they have to. I don't know if they have to be a certain size or anything, but like people figure they're not getting paid for them, so they're not going to work on them that much. Uh-oh. I gotta slow down a little bit. Oh, I don't know how far back he is, but I'm not even going the speed limit, so. I don't know. Whoops! I don't know what he's getting for his job either. I'm getting quite a bit of money. I'm getting about $47,000 for this job. Of course, I'm almost level 200 also. The farther you go in this game, assuming that you have a high enough level to do that you can go like you can go up probably over 1,000 miles, assuming that you have your trip. There's a length of job setting in your game settings. If that isn't pushed all the way over to the max, you won't get your maximum length jobs that you can get. Oh, we have fuel over here too. I'm probably gonna drop my load and then top off my fuel tank. Let's see. I'm going to do something real quick. Oops. Not that. There. Okay, he's not that far behind me. Backing up your loads in this game is probably one of the hardest things that you'll ever do. Sometimes, depending on where the drop-off point is located at the business that you're at. The higher up you get in your game, the jobs the parking spots will get harder, assuming that you don't have easy parking turned on. But hey, you can do that if you want. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. So I used to do the easy parking all the time. But that was most of the time when I did easy parking is because I was using a mouse and keyboard. into the... Oh well. Just damaged my trailer a little bit. No big deal. Actually, I gotta pull over here. Okay, let's do it this way. Get ourselves a slight angle. Because if you get yourself an angle, probably still one of the slowest people in this game to park vehicles. Whatever. Okay. Okay, there we go. I used 127.7 gallons and we went 611 miles. Not too bad. Not quite level 200 yet, but I'm gonna need to check something real quick. Nope, okay. Okay. Let's do something. Oops. Okay, do that. And that. That. Turn that on. There we go. Game disconnected. Uh-oh. That's weird. Uh-oh. That's weird. I don't know what... Yeah, okay. So right after I checked, your game must have disconnected. Well, I'm gonna watch the stream since it's really laggy. Okay. Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you there. No, we don't want to close it. There we go. Yeah. I mean, hey. The game is still a lot of fun. I mean, I'm sure you're... Yeah. Okay. Well, hey. Yeah, so you're pretty far away. Hey. I mean, there are depending on a lot of factors. I mean, a person could be in the same state as you and have really bad ping. A person could be halfway across the world and have halfway decent ping. So I mean, there you go. That's what matters, right? You're having fun. Doesn't matter how you have fun, just as long as you're having fun. Well, within reason, anyways. Let's see, because during the, well, actually, excuse me, if your account is connected to World of Trucks, which mine is right now, if you want to connect your account to World of Trucks, you go to worldoftrucks.com, I think it is, and and it allows you to do the external contracts. But the downfall is that you'll be locked to 65 no matter how fast the speed limit gets. Okay. Good. Because that will allow you to do the special events that SCS puts out, like the Halloween ones and the Christmas ones, and if they do the Valentine ones again, or if they do the ones for breast cancer awareness. Those are all the jobs where you get all those little things that hang from your mirror. And by the way, if you don't want the things that, yeah, I know, that would be great if you could do special transport together. Let's see, hold on, let's see a freight. Unfortunately, they don't allow you to do those in Convoy. Also, they are only available in certain areas too. Oops. I know there's one in here. I think it's in Camp Verde. No, it's not. Where is it? There are certain areas where they're available. Where is it? Oh, there. Oh, I haven't found that one, and I haven't found Clifton yet. Okay. Where are they? I thought. I know there's some available here. I don't know. Let's do it from here then. We'll do our favorite load there. I am in the state of Connecticut in the United States of America. Oh, oh, okay, yeah. Not yet. If you get all of the state DLCs, then you can go to Connecticut in coast to coast, but unfortunately you have to have all the state DLCs to do that. Of course, there'll be an update for ATS once. Yep. As of right now, I do. Yeah. On next next Thursday. Well, actually, excuse me. This coming Thursday, there'll be another DLC coming out. Louisiana will be coming out on the 4th of December. And there's also a Nordic Horizons came out on this Thursday. Nordic Horizons came out for ETS2, and there was also I think it's a farming equipment DLC that came out also. There was another DLC that came out for ETS2. I think it's farming equipment or something like that, anyways. But I won't be getting the Nordic Horizons DLC anytime soon because it's $18. Of course, I mean, it is a pretty good size one probably, because Texas was $17.99 also. And Texas is really big. even I mean with the what do you call it, with the more cities mods from mod ATS dot or mods ATS, something like that. There's actually a lot more cities in Texas. Chemso. I am literally taking one of my most favorite loads ever. Dynamite. Highly explosive. Of course, there's also another load that you can take from here that is highly explosive too. Nitrocellulose. Except for New York. I don't know. I've been to a few states in the United States, but oops. That was my fault. Oh, this isn't even one of those. I don't think this is a full-size trailer. Every state has some problems here and there, everywhere. Okay. Oops, I shut it off. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Yeah, but if you go to California, it's almost the same way. Oops, there we go. We are going to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Now it's 55 through here. I don't know how many people have their cruise control on your wheel, but I think it's one of the better things. Taiwan says he has his cruise control set to the dial on the right side of the wheel. I have my thing set to the plus minus buttons on my wheel. I have the up, the increase and decrease the cruise control speed. That way I can just push up and down. But I have to turn on my cruise control, I have it set to L2, and I think I have, that's right, I have the little arrow button with the arrow on it. I have I have it set for my resume. I know a lot of people don't use resume, but it's an exception for me because, well, it doesn't have tall buildings like New York. Yeah. I guess if you go into the major cities, like, you have all kinds of tall buildings, but I mean, every state has tall buildings. It's just a matter of where you go in the states. Like Hartford here in Connecticut has a whole bunch of tall buildings. New York City has tall buildings. Los Angeles, California has tall buildings. Oh, you just was speeding. There. By the way, anybody who was at the stream last time, the tickets were on the bottom. Now they're up top because the accidents and the tickets are up at the top of the screen now. Because that way everything like that is together and not splattered all over the screen. But I mean, of course, it also depends on okay, whatever. Everybody has their comfort zone. Camp Verde. Oops. Oops. I've discovered probably more roads in this profile than I have in some of my other profiles, because this used to be my main profile. Well, was a main profile. Maybe a few hours. I don't know exactly how far, but if I drive I think it's west. Oh yes, I gotta drink something. I haven't drank anything at all since I started streaming. Oh wow, that was good. Oh yes. Oops. Yeah, we were going a little bit fast. The truck was trying to go a little bit faster down that hill there, so what do you call it? The retarder kicked in. See, if your truck has cruise control and it doesn't have a retarder, the truck going down hills will just start practically running away from you, because cruise control makes your car do the speed that it's set for, but when you're going down hills, it does not care what speed it's going down hills. If it's going uphill, some cruise controls will speed you up, but when you're going down hills, it will not slow you down. So this truck has a retarder, and the retarder actually keeps the truck from going way too fast going down hills. Oh yes, stretch. Ouch. There. Thank you. Yeah, so you have all kinds of channel points. Because you get, I think you get like 1,000 channel points for following. You get so many channel points for I think you get so many channel points for talking and whatnot. I don't know, but it's been quite a while since I actually looked at it. Plus, since I think it was earlier this month, all the channels get watch streaks. So if a person shows up for like, well, actually, it's what they consider a watch streak is they consider it 3. I think it's 3, 5, 7, and so on. All the really weird numbers that they have, and they let you keep track of watch streaks. Because probably for over a year, they did have watch streaks, but they were only limited to certain channels that they picked at random, I guess. I don't know. But now I think everybody has them now. Matter of fact, a streamer does not have to have 50 followers and 3 average viewers per stream in order to get affiliate. Well, you do, but you don't have to. You can get subs and stuff like that. A person can subscribe to your channel before you reach the affiliate level, but they cannot get what is it? Oh, the non-affiliated channels do not get ad revenue. But other than that, if I were to come to, there's only one site. Need to go to. Well, if you are into reading like books from like the Mark Twain era, there's actually the Mark Twain house down in Hartford. There's the Harriet Beecher Stowe house in Hartford. There's the Capitol building that is kind of old, but I don't know. Well, there is the Connecticut Science Center is down in Hartford too, but that's geared towards little kids, not really adults. I don't know. There's all kinds of history here in Connecticut. Because, let's see, in 2 years ago, one of my friends from California came to visit, and we took her to the Mark Twain house. actually the first time I'd ever been to the Mark Twain house. I've lived in Connecticut almost my whole entire life, and that was the first time I'd ever been to the Mark Twain house. But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here in the United States. We also have down in Mystic, Connecticut, we have the Mystic Seaport and Mystic Aquarium. I don't know about what other places we have here in Connecticut, but honestly, if you think honestly, in the town that I live in, we have a speedway, and I've never been there. So it's like, okay. It's like, yeah. We have a racetrack here in the town I live in. It's a I think it's like a half-mile oval. It's not very big. If you follow a channel on YouTube called Cletus McFarlane, you'll see he went and did one of his events at the racetrack near my house. Yeah. Well, it is like a low level. I think it might be low level NASCAR. You know, like when people are just starting out type of thing, not like a main NASCAR type of thing. It's like maybe like minor leagues or whatever. Some like Joey Logano started out here in the town that I live in. A lot of guys start out like go-karts and small like dirt track races and all that type of stuff. There's actually another racetrack down in it's down in the southern part of the state, I think it is. A place called Lime Rock. I don't know if it's still open or not, but it used to be. Oh, there's all kinds of NASCAR tracks throughout the United States. You got Daytona, you got Charlotte, you got Indianapolis, of course. A bunch of other ones, Talladega. Well, there's Thompson. I don't know what they do up in Thompson, but there used to be a racetrack in Massachusetts. I don't know if it's not. There's an amusement park called Six Flags in Massachusetts, and when Six Flags bought the place, they took out the racetrack that used to be there. They put a roller coaster in its place instead. They have this, I think it's the Superman roller coaster or whatever. We're in Gallup, New Mexico. Yeah, there's all kinds of historical places and whatnot. Matter of fact, some of the people that study up for their citizenship exams, you know, how you have to do all that stuff to become a citizen of a country or whatever. Well, there's some of the people that don't belong to this country and know more about the country than the people that live in the country. Oh, great. I don't know who that person is, but... we get all kinds of spam phone calls. It says that some person is calling you, but it's not. It's somebody spoofing their number so that you'll answer it. Let them try to scam you. Because one time we got a phone call that was supposedly from our local utility, and it wasn't. It was actually a scammer trying to sell us solar panels. Or supposedly trying to sell us solar panels, put it that way. Yeah. There's all kinds of drag racing tracks around the United States. If you look at the NHRA website, you probably see a whole bunch of racetracks and stuff. Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. Yeah, some people, it takes a while to get their citizenship, but hey. Honestly, if you really want to live in a country, no matter what country it is, I think it's worth it to go through all of the hard work that it takes to become a citizen of that country. But our current president is not the type of person who I would want to say. Well, maybe once our current president leaves office, it'll be a much nicer place to come and live, to try to be a citizen in, because he's trying to make it so that the people that were born here, even though since some of the people that live here, their parents are not legal, okay? So but the kids of those people were born here, but they're not, since their parents are not considered legal citizens, the kids are not, they're trying to revoke the kids' legal citizenship because of that. So, honestly. But I don't know. We won't get into anything more about that because I don't want the whole stream to become about that. Yeah. Well, sometimes the best way to visit places is through the internet. It's cheaper too. Yeah. I mean, there has been some of the stuff that he's done is alright, but most of the stuff it isn't. But that's alright. Yeah, well, there are a lot more people that are not a fan of his than are. Let's just say, a lot of people that used to be a fan of his are turning out not to be because of the stuff that he's saying, not just the stuff that he's doing. More so the other stuff he's saying than anything else. But yep. Okay, you have about 800 miles to go. So, the one thing that you'll definitely want to do in this game is you want to build up all your levels so you get to level 36 so that you can go anywhere you want to go. Oh, we are getting low on fuel. Yes, we are. By the way, the reason why all of the numbers down at the bottom are so brightly colored is because Twitch, not Twitch, the game itself supports HDR now. Yeah, Twitch. No, the games that when the game was updated to 1.57, they brought back support for HDR. And I have an HDR monitor. I mean, I only paid $140 for it, so it's not like paid an arm and leg to get HDR. Oh, we're doing 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. Oh well. Let's crank it up a little bit and we'll go out around these people. Also, if you want to, sometimes there's a setting in both ETS2 and ATS that allows you to. Oh yeah. Yeah, my GPU is going to be upgraded on Monday. But my GPU as of right now is a 1660 Super, which with the mods that we've been using and the settings that I've been trying to use, the VRAM or the video RAM in my graphics card gets maxed out. I'm gonna be replacing it with a 9060 XT, 16 gig one. It's about $390 US on Amazon, which is pretty good actually. I mean, it's probably below MSR. It's probably above MSRP, but whatever. Yes. That was my fault. I was not paying attention. That's alright, don't worry about it. Yes, and it's AMD. Yeah, my CPU is a 5600, a Ryzen 5 5600, which is also AMD, and supposedly, yeah. Yep. I mean, NVIDIA has this thing called NVIDIA Broadcast, which helps you do some stuff that, like, NVIDIA Broadcast helps with supposedly better audio, and you can do a green screen without a green screen and all that type of stuff, but honestly, I just want my gaming and my streaming to not have to be turned down because of my VRAM being maxed out. I'm not really worrying about NVIDIA Broadcast and all that type of stuff, because I've seen some people with their green screen stuff and the problems that they have with their chroma key from the green screen. You have those little spots where the color is off because information can't be processed fast enough for it to all be keyed properly all the time. Either that or you don't have enough light in that particular spot to have it be processed the right way or whatever. I don't know, but we're just gonna leave it the way it is for right now. I mean, I could have gotten a green screen that you hook to the back of your chair for like $20, but I decided to not worry about it, and because there's something in the background that I'm sure people would like to see, and you wouldn't be able to see it with a green screen in back of me. Yep. Honestly, most of the reason why I'm going from NVIDIA to AMD is most of it is the price. And honestly, I don't play games that would use the DLSS or a lot of the other stuff that NVIDIA puts out, so it'd pretty much be a waste of money. Because the 5060 Ti is like, what, like, the one I was going to get was 460, and the AMD 9060 XT 16 gig was $390, so it's like $70 that I'm saving, and I'm still getting 16 gigs of VRAM, so plus I think the 10 gig VRAM buffer that I'm gaining is more than enough to last me for quite a while. And I'm not going to be playing anything like Battlefield or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about the frame rate and all that type of stuff. And I'll be able to crank up the graphics in this game and in ETS2, and probably if I wanted to play Dirt Rally 2.0, I could probably do that there too. Plus, with the new graphics card, I also ordered another case fan for my computer to help aid in cooling a little bit more. But the GPU that I'm getting has 3 fans on the GPU, so therefore it should run a little bit quieter and maybe a little bit cooler too, because the current one that is in my computer only has 1 fan on it. And when I play SnowRunner, oh man, I just made that timer the other day. Yo, dude, you gotta keep hydrated. Cause, yep. It's a it's a bot that is part of it is called Streamlabs chatbot. Streamlabs used to be a really good. It used to be kind of a good streaming software, but they got to the point where a person would like a feature that they were using, and then they would put it behind a paywall. Oh, damn it! I just missed a... Damn. I just missed a gas station. Yeah, there you go. Definitely. Yeah, I thought about getting a 3060, but then when they announced that the 5060 was coming out, yeah, I gotta get. Uh-oh. Hopefully I can turn up here and go down that way and go back and get fuel. Hopefully. Yeah, I got 4 gallons of fuel. Hopefully I can turn down this way. No I can't. Not supposed to, let's put it that way. Oops. Oh well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a no-no. Yeah. I don't know. It's a matter of opinion sometimes. I'm doing a no-no. I'm doing a no-no. Because I'm going down a one-way street. I didn't know it was a one-way street. Anybody want to challenge me? There we go. I know. On what do you call it? Come on, you stinking. There we go. We are going to get some fuel. Took a roundabout way to get here, but hey, why not, right? There we go. Get some fuel. I've played Mud Runner. But Mud Runner is kind of a small game. Once you do all the stuff, there's not really much to do in it. But if you want a game that's similar to Mud Runner, you get Snow Runner, which is a much bigger game. And they're on like season 15 in Snow Runner. Okay. Yeah, Snow Runner is much better than Mud Runner. Mud Runner is kind of like a build-up to... Yeah, definitely. I think what they did is that I think Mud Runner was kind of like a build-up to Snow Runner, because some of the physics and whatnot in Mud Runner are kind of the same as they are in Snow Runner. Whoops. can't quite go out yet. Is this guy gonna go or what? I guess he's gonna let me go. Yeah, that would be great. But the thing is, I think once Dodge and Ford get into the game, you might be able to just drive around in like cars and whatnot, like you do in these big trucks. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but most of the other simulators though are kind of like race simulators. They're not really much about driving cars. So, I mean, you can go out and get a mod to drive around in cars in ATS, but some of the mods aren't that great. Well, I guess I'll have to wait and see when they come out. Because usually if you take all the time to get the... Hey! A high one sighting! Hey, high one, how's it going? Yeah, most of the car mods they're awful. There are some that are pretty good, but most of them are awful. Yeah. But the biggest problem that I've had with some of the car mods isn't just the sound, it's actually the some of the cars have really awful wipers. So if you want to drive from the inside of your car, the wipers go like they're like really, really bad. Because the person put too big of a wiper in that in the spot for the wiper, so it doesn't do the whole motion of the wiper. It only does part of it. It runs into the top of the windshield. Yeah. It could be some of that could be the game too. Because like when you're driving in the rain in this game, it's like driving on ice, and it shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, we're in Oklahoma. Driving through Oklahoma.
138 miles to go. Nope. Don't plan on ever being married either. Yep. No. Yeah. Oops. Let's see. Prime Way Logistics. Yeah, see that there is a fake company. I mean, they are working probably very slowly on getting more real companies in this game, but supposedly they've been trying to get like games like companies like Schneider, Truckin, and there's a mod that SCS put out. I don't know why they made it a mod, but they did, for ABF freight. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But they have been working on getting more companies, more realistic companies in here, but I think what they're gonna do is either gonna make them a mod, or they're gonna make them a DLC or something. They're not going to just put them in the game, because the ABF freight trailers the trailer that I was using the other day is part of a mod that SCS actually put out. Because the trailer that I was using has on the back of it, it had flashing lights like your beacon, if you have beacons on the top of your truck, the trailer actually has beacons on the back of the truck, the trailer, so they flash when I turn my beacons on my truck. Yeah, okay. It's probably why they're making stuff like that mods instead of, or making it. They might make it DLCs instead of mods. That way they get their money back. Because if you notice, a lot of the things that are in the game are DLC instead of mods. That way they get paid back for all the work they're doing. Because SCS has almost 400 people working for him, and paying all those people isn't cheap. So not only are they working on ATS, but they're working on ETS 2 at the same time. So they're still putting together stuff for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Even though most of Europe is done, they are much further along in Euro Truck Simulator. Of course, it's been out 4 years longer than ATS has been. ETS 2 has been out for 13 years, where ATS has only been out for 9. Excuse me. Yeah, so
They are. But Pavel has said on their stream that they're going to try to work faster. Oh, good. There you go. Yeah, I play ETS2 modded also, but the main reason why I play it modded is I don't like the tight roads. Well, hey, they don't give you any room you don't need. See, you got all this room here in the U.S. driving, but they use every millimeter that they think they need. Plus, over in Europe, you're going a lot slower too. $80 kilometers is not the same as 80 miles per hour.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, they are awesome. I have a DAF XG and an XG Plus in that game, and I don't know what I would do without my 1,000 horsepower, you know. Because my Truckin ETS2 has 1,000 horsepower, but the truck wasn't built for the horsepower; it was built for the sound of the engine. Yeah. One day, Haiwan and I were playing ETS2, and he pulls up next to me with a really loud truck. So I went to the shop and I went and found myself a loud engine. And it just so happened to have 1,000 horsepower. Yep. And we also use a mod called Pro Mods in ETS2 because it gives us probably about 100 to 200 extra cities on the map. If you ever watch some of the ETS2 streams, you'll see all the extra cities that are there. I stream ETS2 on Thursday, stream ATS modded on, let's see, we do modded ATS on Tuesday, modded ETS2 on Thursday, unmodded ATS on Saturday, and some of the time in between, assuming we have the money for another video in ETS2. Sometimes I do truck build outs in ETS2. So we buy a truck in game and we build it out, and then we drive them in game most of the time. Right now, the current truck build out is waiting to be driven. It's a fluorescent green, purple, and black truck. It's a MAN. Only has 580 horsepower. Actually, excuse me. No, that truck has 1,000. Or does it? Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. That's right. That was the Iveco that only has 580. The MAN I think has 1,000. Also, it's really loud. I like loud trucks in this game. I mean, this truck isn't really that loud because it's stock. Oops, we're doing 80 when 77. Oops. 75, there we go. Okay, well, keep moving. $13, man. That is cheap compared to what you pay in euros over in Europe for some of the toll plazas you go through. Wow, it's almost 4 o'clock my time. So it's probably pretty close to what? Almost 4 a.m. your time. I don't know. Well, the thing is, tolls in they're supposed. Okay, yeah. Tolls here in the United States are supposed to go to fix the roads, but I don't know how often that's actually true. But that's where they're supposed to go. Let's put it that way. We got on the highway the other day for Thanksgiving. We went for. Oh, that is not up to me. It's supposed to. Let's wait. That's what they tell you. Let's put it that way. If you get a Cascadia in this game, a Freightliner Cascadia, that they have the best horns in the game that are stock. Let's put it that way. course, you know, a lot of times they tell you one thing, then they do something else with it. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Oh wow, we got. I think we made about 3 million today. We have almost 150 drivers in this profile. Oops. I don't know what you were trying to say, but and that car. Thing is, some of the stuff that is censored by AutoMod, and some of it is censored by stuff that I set up. Cause see, AutoMod is set up to be really sensitive to things that might hurt people's feelings, you know. Because for the longest time they had problems with people sending hate messages, so that's probably why a lot of stuff gets censored, even though that it's not what it's not meant to say what it's not meant to be taken the way that it is by AutoMod. I have AutoMod turned way down. Ew, look at that. Oklahoma license plate on that truck in front of us. Can't really see it, but... yeah, see, there's the Oklahoma license plate there. I don't know. There you go, look at that. That is awesome. Look how long that train is. With a mod that I use in, there's a mod called realistic train lengths, however you want to say that, and the description in the mod says that the average length of a train is between 30 and 60 cars. So with that mod, it makes the trains longer. So it makes it worthwhile having a train come through your area. Oh, there's another fake company, ATS Bank. I mean, just all of the fake companies in this game. I mean, just of all the time that it takes to create them all. Hey, we just got into Arkansas. Or Arkansas, as some people call it. ATS bank. Oops, we're speeding. Why? How are we speeding? Oh, it's only 40 through here. That's why. Okay, so we are going to be turning up here in a little bit. Right in here. And once we get off the road, we're going to air up our airbags on our truck. Whenever I go down a dirt road, I always air up the airbags because that way my bumper doesn't smack the ground. We don't do damage that we don't need to do to the truck. Most of the time your bumper is really big and low to the ground on these trucks. Especially if you get the big wide bumpers that are not normally stock on your truck. Hopefully we don't have one of them parking spots like I had one time in this game. Of course I don't have my own trailer either, so. There we go. Where are we parking this thing? Where are we parking? Oh, yeah, so we're parking exactly where I thought we were going to be parking. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oops, I think I pulled over a little bit too far, but whatever. Put our trailer over here. I'm sure that one thing that people probably don't realize with their license plates is that when you go to World of Trucks, you can actually change your license plate to read whatever, pretty much whatever you want, as long as it's within like 7 characters. Because if you look at our license plate, it says, well, you can't read it right now. It says, dude. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Oops. Oh, yes. Ooh. Oh, man. Here, we'll do this. We'll do it like you should do it. There. There. Okay. Okay. I don't. Yeah, you can't really see the license plate properly. It says we use the maximum amount of letters that you can use.
Hey, what are you waiting for? Pass that some again.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
There we go. It didn't show up right away. Thought for some weird reason, excuse me, that the why is there an emotion? No cursing. I mean, well, that's the only one that. That's the only sound effect that has that. It was the sound effect was meant to be one of those things that was supposed to be used by me only when when somebody would disrespect somebody in chat. I was gonna have that as a sound effect so that it could like scare the crap out of somebody because of that, but it doesn't. It didn't end up that way. So, whoops. There we go. Hold on. Okay. It was supposed to be a me only thing, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do the clamshell buckets because they're literally right next to us. See, they are where? Oh, they're over there. Also, in ETS2, if you were to download the one for the Scania, I think it's a 143 or something like that. The interior of the truck has it so that you can have a dog sitting next to you. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm sure there's worse emotes than just. I mean, you can only imagine what type of things that people get away with. On Twitch. I wonder if my truck is still aired up or not. Nope, it was not. Now the truck is aired back up again so that we can get out of this place. Oops. Keep going this way. Okay. So I should probably get some more fuel. Okay, it's gonna be almost 5 p.m. by the time I get done with this job here. And that will do it for us for today, for the day. See, the wipers in this truck here, they work just fine because they're the way they're supposed to be. But some people, when they create modded vehicles, don't do their wipers properly. They want big wipers. They don't care if they work or not. The way that a lot of people look at it is, oh, they're not going to drive it from the inside, so who cares if the wipers work? And for some reason, the Kenworth trucks seems to be the only trucks where they really sound like they should. All the rest of the stock trucks in this game sound like crap. They sound like crap on it. Insurance. Oops. Supposed to be doing 45 through here. Okay, we'll do 49. Oh, now we can do 55, okay. There you go. Okay, there we go. Turn that off. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. The brake pedal sometimes. Oh, yes. I don't know why that still does that. For some weird reason, I think it's auto mod, or it may be, I don't know which bot it is, but the every time that link is posted in chat, it keeps reminding me that the link is not supposed to be posted in chat. But the bot is a moderator, so it should not matter, but it does not like it. Even though it has there is no problem with it, but it thinks it is a problem. I don't know why. Because it wants to be, I guess. I don't care. I'm doing something that you would never do in real life, but I was almost right next to him when he did it, so that's one reason why I didn't slow down. Idabel, okay. Oh, we're going to Corpus Christi, Texas. I didn't even look to see where we were going. I just saw the clamshell job that was there, so I picked it up. Also saw that we were going to be down about 5-ish, so it didn't matter. Little Shepherds, yep. Idabel. Oh wow. Driver Lucas G just brought in 63 grand. 63 grand. And then Adam F brought in $2,437. Gee. I made a little bit of money today. Just a few mil. See, that's the one thing you get when once you build up your company so that you have enough drivers, you can start earning millions of dollars a week. I think on Tuesday stream we only earned like $12 million. Only, you know, just a drop in a bucket, you know. Because I mean, when your profile is almost level 500, or excuse me, over 500. And you have almost 500 drivers. You only have 150 drivers on this profile. So I only earn like 2 or 3 million a week instead of 12 to 15 million a week. Beep beep. Yeah, there's a nice doodly back there. Oh, cop. We're not even doing anywhere close to the speed limit, so don't have to worry about speeding. There. Now we're doing close to the speed limit. But like I was saying about my 1,000 horsepower truck earlier, one thing that you will get with that truck is that when you put your foot into it, you will be doing the speed that you want to be doing in seconds. With this truck, it takes a while to get up to the speed that you want to be at, because you only get about half that horsepower. Actually, I think we have 600 horsepower in this truck, but still, it's not 1,000. I think the highest horsepower we have in this game that is reasonable, anyways, is 800. That's with one of the mods that I run in game with the the K100E. The engine in that truck has 800 horses and over 2,800 foot-pounds of torque. So the truck gets up and goes. It just goes. Doesn't say, hey, why are you doing this to me? It just says, yes, sir. It doesn't ask questions, it just goes. Oh, great. We're gonna have to slow down. There, now we don't. Because for a little bit, that car that is now in the other lane, it was literally right next to us, so we had to slow down because otherwise we would have run into the back end of that camper in front of us. And that's not a good thing. Man, I would love for that K200 mod to be back in working order, but I don't think it will ever be. Because the last time that mod was actually updated was for 1.53, and we're on 1.57 now. Something tells me that person who created that mod is no longer into upgrading their mods to meet the game as it is right now. That really sucks, because that mod is so awesome. That mod is actually the sub badge. The K200 is the sub badge that you see next to Hywan's name and next to my ID when you see it in chat. Basically, the only difference between my sub badge and the one you see next to Hywan's name is that mine has that star next to it, showing that it's a tier 3 badge versus a. Actually, you don't see it next to Hywan's name right now because he's not sub. Never mind, I forgot. He's not sub, so you won't see it next to his name right now. But he did have one next to his name before, but whatever. I forgot about that. Whatever. A tier 1 sub has just the truck, doesn't have the.
We ain't found shit!
That's for sure. That line is from the movie Spaceballs, if you've ever seen it. when the guys are combing the desert, literally, and he goes, "We found shit." That is probably one of the best Mel Brooks movies you'll ever see. Between that and Robin Hood Men in Tights. Tights. We got ourselves a little ways to go. LSW is not making us very much money. Not sure what level he is. Right now I think the lowest rated person that we have, I think, is like a 1.7, I think it is. We have a whole bunch of 10.0 drivers, but ooh, wow, there you go. I wanna be. Well, that's a good name. I wanna be. What's that person wanna be though? They wanna be a driver. There we go. Over here. Oops. Yeah, we have 348 miles to go. Lakeshore Drive. The, what do you call it? The follow alert is actually, I'm sure everybody knows, has ever watched the movie Toy Story. To infinity and beyond. Probably one of the best Tim Allen movies that he's ever, or one of the best movies Tim Allen has ever been in, besides The Santa Claus. Oop, come on, stay in your lane. It's much better when you stay in your own lane than it is when you're in somebody else's lane. Okay, let's do this. There. Oh, of course, now it's 75 again. I slowed down and speed went back up from 65 to 75. How nice. Got less than 20 minutes to go before we get to our destination. Of course, it isn't 100% accurate either, but because the one thing that time does not account for, it does not account for being pulled in for a way station or getting fuel or any other thing that might affect your time, like stopping at traffic lights or whatever. Austin, Texas. Yep, we're already in Texas. We're going to Corpus Christi, Texas. So next Saturday we'll be starting in Corpus Christi, Texas. On Tuesday we'll be starting someplace else. I don't know exactly where, but usually find that out right before stream. Sometimes you find it out the night before stream because sometimes the titles get put in the day before. Well, I don't know. I don't know when the next time I want to play farming again, but I don't know when. Because I got rid of the original farm that we had, the one that was in River Bend or whatever the heck it's called. Because the harvesting was so bad. Because I didn't turn off the seasons at the beginning of that game save, so therefore it probably didn't work right when I finally did turn off the seasons, and so it didn't work properly. I don't know if that was the case or what, but so I just deleted that save, and now we have the other save that we've started. It's a multiplayer save, so if we can ever get enough people to really run a farm the way you probably could do, like having, I don't know. I know that if you have enough, well actually if you have a dedicated server, like for G-Portal or whatever, for Farming Simulator, you can have multiple farms going on the same server, but probably shouldn't do that on a non-dedicated server. If anybody is watching today who has not already hit that follow button on YouTube, please do, or the subscribe button on YouTube actually. You don't have to, but it helps the channel grow. It helps us get more helps us get noticed on YouTube, so that more people get recommended to watch the stream. Also, I think there might not, I don't know, I don't know if there's any ads during the stream on YouTube or not, but I know if you don't have if you're not subscribed, or if you're not subscribed to the channel, or you don't have Turbo, you don't get to watch ad-free. turbo is actually probably the most economical way to do it if you watch more than one channel. Oops, I was supposed to go that way. Oh well. Screw that one up. Good thing we got enough fuel. San Antonio, Texas. Houston. Nope, we're not going to Houston. We're going to Corpus Christi. Oh, unless you're doing 63 here? Why? Corpus Christi exit only. Okay. This is the exit we're getting off of instead of the one we were supposed to get off back there a ways. Johnson City. Never heard of that name before. I have got to fill up the humidifier in back of me because it is really dry in this house today. It's probably really cool outside. Didn't find a job, or the person didn't find a job, so we should fire their butts, but we're not going to. Should fire their asses, but we're not gonna. Yeah, we get to bypass. Clamshell buckets. Oh, there you go. Well, hey, don't worry about that. You have breakfast and stream comes after. It's alright. Yeah, it is what, almost 6 o'clock in the morning for you. So there you go. No worries. Yeah. Real life should always come before a stream. Yeah. Well, luckily, it's almost dinner time for me. Woo. Okay, we have 70 gallons left so far. Whoa. Ouch. There we go. There we go. Okay. So for everybody who wasn't watching earlier or doesn't read stuff posted in the Discord, we're gonna be on Monday. A new graphics card will be arriving via Amazon. It's been 5 years since the last upgrade of anything like that in my computer. Matter of fact, it's been almost 5.5 years actually, because the 1660 was put in May of 2020, right before COVID really hit everybody, the COVID prices and everything. Oops, there we go. Let's see. No. I've basically I stream on days that I'm scheduled to stream, but I don't do not really super strict on my scheduling for that, no. because I mean, the only time that I don't Convoy is when I'm not streaming. But we don't. Oh. But I mean, not because a lot of times, if I, oops, I don't know why I was. Wow, I ended up. Still kind of crooked, but usually I don't do much gaming when I'm not streaming. Has nothing to do with schedule or anything. I just don't do much gaming. Ooh, excuse me. Because a lot of the games that I'd like to play, I don't play on stream because nobody watches them. So I mean, or they're so saturated that I wouldn't get anybody to watch me, like farming or Minecraft or anything like that. Okay, so that is gonna do it for today because I am hungry, and I will catch y'all next time. What? What? Yeah. Well, sorry. Yeah. You have a good one, and I will be on. Next time I'll be on is next. Oh, it'll be on Tuesday. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good breakfast. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. And I will see y'all next time. Yeah, definitely thank you for joining me even just for that short time. Hopefully sometime get some more people in, and yeah. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock p.m. my time. But everybody have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.